Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Richfield. Good morning, Coon Rapids. Good morning, Tacoma. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Frosty Boys Employee of the Month. She serves up some good soft serve. It's Kendall Martin.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing well today. How are you?
I am doing well. Happy midweek to you.
Thank goodness.
I know. And the sun is shining today.
Thank
Just
goodness.
looking at the positive.
Yes.
You know, we got to look at take the sun when we can get the sun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
We'll take it.
Yeah. You look nice. I like the jumper.
Thank you. I like wearing the jumpsuit sometimes.
Yeah. I'm very, not sad. I'm very happy that the audience is coming back, but we're on our final days of the audience button. You know what I mean?
Oh,
The fake applause button will be soon going away.
Standardized applause. Goodbye.
Jeff will have to sit in another chair, and it's all going away. And by the way, you can still sign up. Go to the Jason Show Facebook page. I think the first week is kind of blocked out, but don't let that scare you. Come see us. You're in by 9:30. You're out by 11. It's not a big commitment.
Nope.
And, the typical rules for all the shows apply. You got to be vaccinated. You got to wear a mask as you walk through our building. But once you're here, boom. And then keep in mind, just a little public service announcement. Our audience area is the size of a studio apartment kitchen. So you will be seated. It's a little bigger than that. But it is about the size of my studio apartment. So please keep in mind, when you are here, you will probably be sitting next to a stranger. But everyone's going to be vaccinated. But I just, it's the new world.
Yep.
I just want to be very clear. Crystal Carrington clear. Because I don't need emails from the Queen Mim II.
No.
Looking down from her tower. Is the audience separated? So just know that you're going to be sitting next to people. I mean, if you're coming, I assume that you know that, right? I mean, kind of?
You would think that.
You would think that.
And we're free. We
And
look
we're free.
fancy, but we're free.
Jeff is telling me that question is back. People are once again asking if they have to pay for this.
Right. Or they're like, where do I pay?
No.
No.
The truth, what?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to slip us a good 20 or something, sure, but
when you walk in the door.
I mean, if Hanson's here, and you want to slip her a 50, go ahead.
Yeah.
You want to tip Hanson?
She'll buy drinks.
But the truth of the matter is, we should be actually paying you to be here.
It's true.
But we don't have the budget for that.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. We got a message. Now, we save these for Monday, but we could not wait for this. We'll just call this a turkey story. We got a message from a viewer named Kyle with the subject line. Now, before I read this, because you know how I have to give, because people are overly sensitive nowadays, and I can offend somebody by saying poppy seed bagel. Someone will be outraged. Yeah, I know. So let me just say, the subject of this email wrote us, they're fine, so we can laugh. Okay, oversensitive folks? Here we go. The subject line of the email was, I was hospitalized by a wild turkey. Because truth be told, sometimes we get an email and this is what we do. Ooh, delete. You know what I mean? If it starts with, I hate him, bloop,
Bye.
Here's what the email says. 10 years ago, I was leaving work and saw a turkey in the front walk, so I went out the back door. The bugger walked around the building and stared at me. I made a break for it, and then he made a break for it. Well, apparently, turkeys are faster than people because he caught me, pecking and clawing me pretty bad. I managed to kick him in the giblets. By the way. Love, Stephanie Hansen. No, as I drove to the hospital, I couldn't come up with an explanation that wouldn't cause the nurse to laugh. No stitches, but a lot of antibiotics and ointments. During 6 hours of turkey observation, I felt like a sideshow act in the ER. greatest email we'll probably ever receive. And I quote, I kicked him in the giblets.
It's poetic. It's beautiful.
My God, do I love you people. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. I taunted some turkeys outside of my in-laws' house about, now don't email me. The video ended up on Good Morning America Weekend. I rolled down my window about 9 years ago and there's a group of wild turkeys and I went, and I think it was some sort of gay mating call because the turkeys lunged at my Ford Escape. Mm-hmm. And then I got a letter written to me by a man that said, never do that. No. Their talons are like razors and they could have killed me.
Yeah, they're not nice.
No, lesson learned. First up, Universal Pictures is working on bringing the musical Wicked to the big screen. Now that's not news, you all heard that. But in a stunning development, Wicked will require 2 movies instead of 1. The director of the film says as they started adapting the musical for the big screen, it became impossible to tell it in 1 film. Instead, they need a bigger canvas. He says by splitting the musical up, they will be able to add more depth to the characters. Both films will star Ariana Grande Latte and Cynthia Erivo. The first one will be released December of 2024, and the second one a year later. I have an idea. To quote Andy Cohen, get rid of the goat person. The worst character in that. Right there, you can cut 20 minutes out of the goat professor. Nobody likes him. He's like the AJ of the Backstreet Boys, not Backstreet Boys, but was it NSYNC AJ?
No,
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet's back. All right.
He's the goat person is the Chris Kirkpatrick of Wicked.
He's a very important character in the book too.
You could replace him, just or minimize the goat.
It's true. This is ridiculous.
You don't need this. You really, and I love Wicked. And also, Jeff and I were bemoaning today the shishi poo poo theater people, the highbrow shishi pee pee. It's going to be a new term. The shishi poo poo theater people that were like, ugh, I don't like Wicked anyway. No, you just don't like anything popular, no pun intended, and mainstream because you think it's hip and cool to bust on anything hip and mainstream. But all you look like is an elitist butthole is really what you look like.
And dumb.
Yeah. So drop. Please defy gravity and leave us if you're that far above us. Next in the dish, the trailer for the second season of Hacks has dropped. You know I'm loving that show. Jean Smart's in it. She plays a stand-up legend who's trying to re-jumpstart her stalled career. Look at this.
I know I bombed at my show. On this tour, it's all about back to basics. And we need a really good tour manager.
Name's Alice. Everybody calls me Weed. That's a nickname Pete Wentz gave me. And once Pete gives you a nickname, it sticks.
Tour starts tonight.
Welcome to paradise.
Could I take out one of your face creams looking for a spot for my kombucha? If it's not kept cold, it'll keep fermenting in the bottle and it can explode.
Oh, God, fine. Here, give it to me.
Oh.
You were right. It did explode.
So good. The first 2 episodes of Hack Season 2 drops on HBO Max on May 12th. You haven't started this yet, have you?
I haven't, but I even laugh in the trailers and the teaser. It just says, okay, I clearly need to watch this.
It's so good. It's top 10 of the last 12 months.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
You said, so the way that this looks too, did it end the last season? If I just want to skip it, can I skip it and just go into this one? Or do I need to watch the last season?
I mean, yeah, you should watch the first season. It's not that big of a commitment. Jeff, how many episodes were it? Like 8 or 10?
Are they? And is it 30 minutes?
No.
Oh.
There are 30 minutes? Oh, okay, they're about 30 minutes.
Oh, Weekend hello.
Yeah, just do that.
Nice.
But I have another show that you have to watch too, but I'll talk about that later in the week.
God, the list gets so long.
I know, but this one that I'm going to tell you about soon, you have to watch it or you just won't have a job here anymore.
Oh, God, okay.
Next in the dish, that's later. Bethany Frankel was on with Ellen yesterday. She has been a guest on Ellen 26 times and got emotional with Ellen talking about her final appearance. Look.
And this is iconic. This is a moment. This is the end of an era. You have left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, on the world. This show and you have helped me save people's lives with donating things to be strong and raising awareness. I mean, just stepping on the stage changes a person's business, changes the success of a book or a philanthropic effort when no one would even talk to me about it. So it's a lot. There's been a lot, you know, and you've helped my career. So I'm very weepy.
It's true. She also revealed that Bethany revealed she's raised $100 million for Ukraine relief.
Amazing.
That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look. And some of it's justified. It's real trendy to hate on Ellen. Mm-hmm. Just look at BuzzFeed. Oh, my goodness. I think on the BuzzFeed application, there's a question that says, do you hate Ellen DeGeneres?
Check
because
yes.
BuzzFeed, all they do is write negative articles about Ellen.
Oh, yeah.
Ellen could say a knock-knock joke, and BuzzFeed would. Anyway, but you do have to remember, even though it's fashionable to not like her, it's probably going to be the last show of that size with that kind of influence. You know, Oprah had it, and then Ellen had it, where just by walking, Bethany's right, just by appearing on that show, your product would move off shelves. You would be almost instantly sort of famous. That's hard to do. I don't think we're going to see that anymore.
I know. It is amazing. I mean, and Bethany actually crying.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know. She cries a lot on The Housewives, but yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We have a lot more to come. We'll be right back. Back after this. Coming up next, Viola Davis has some strong words for critics of her portrayal of former First Lady Michelle Obama. I'll have that in the second portion of Hot Dish. Then Stephanie Hansen is back in the kitchen with great gift ideas for Mother's Day for the mom that loves to cook, plus great suggestions on where to take mom for Mother's Day dinner.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life.
And late night legend Jay Leno is back with us to talk about a very special mom-centric episode of his game show, You Bet Your Life. And You Bet Your Life will be back after this. 11, Stephanie Hansen's coming up. She's wearing one of my favorite outfits. It's her breeches of many colors. It's like Dolly Parton. You'll see it coming.
It is a little Dolly.
Isn't it?
It's great.
It's breeches of many colors. It's going to be cute. Welcome back. Rebel Wilson was on with Kimmel last night, and that, my dear friends, is our late night rewind.
Because I'd worked in the movie cinemas, like, so not in the, I'd worked in the movies, but like in the movie cinemas, where like I like cleaned it and made the popcorn and stuff. And I would watch all the American movies, and I'd just love it. And I'd get in trouble because I'd just sit in the cinemas instead of working. And then I got busted all the time, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, I was just cleaning. Like, you know, but
Have you ever gone back to that theater where you worked and seen one of your movies?
So, well, weirdly, the very first movie I was in, I was still working there because I love the job. You got like a lot of free popcorn and soda, so I loved it there. And I was holding out the trash bag as people were exiting, and they were like, "Weren't you in that movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I'm right there. Movie theater job is one of the best first jobs. Did you ever work at a movie theater?
I didn't. My cousins did, though, and I know they loved it because they got to watch all the movies.
Oh, it's so fun. Mm-hmm. I was a shift manager at the Dunes Plaza Cinema in Michigan City, Indiana.
A shift manager.
That's right, girl. 90, it's been like sophomore year of school. And the best part about it was you would get the movies in on Thursday night in these little reels. You know, they would come in and then you would have to piece them together. You have to put the movie together on the machine. Then you would have to preview the movie to make sure you put the movie on not upside down. Worst night ever. I was very tired because you have to stay until you have to put the movie together and then watch it. Mm-hmm. I got real tired. It was the opening of Lion King. And I put Reel 2 upside down, and I went home and I didn't watch it, and I thought, oh, I'll just take a chance. and we couldn't show it because I put the second reel of the movie upside down.
Were you allowed to succeed elsewhere after that?
No, they couldn't afford to let any, it was Michigan City, but yeah. So we had to let an entire sold out crowd full of kids, we had to tell them they couldn't see The Lion King. It was a great day of my life.
Jason. And as like the Disney man that you are too.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
Yeah. Next in the dish, speaking of movies, the Batman gang is getting back together for round 2. Warner Brothers announced The Batman 2 is happening. Director Matt Reeves will be back as director again. Robert Pattinson will return as the Dark Knight. It comes as The Batman has brought in more than $760 million around the world. We don't know when it's going to start shooting. We don't know what it's going to be about. Now, we do know at the very end, is this it? Is this the scene? No. We do know at the very end, villain-wise, the Joker was introduced. Their Joker.
Okay.
So maybe the Joker will be in this one. And he looks very different. Have you ever seen, and I described this earlier, ever seen The Fly with Jeff Goldblum?
Not a limonada.
Okay. Jeff Goldblum, when he starts to turn into a fly, he gets bumpy. Like his skin gets a little bumpy. He's not a fly fully yet. He's sort of a fly.
Like the chickenpox?
Kinda, but worse. You're turning into a fly, for heaven's sake. It's worse than chickenpox. But that's kind of what the Joker looked like. It was kind of like a deformity. That's the angle they're going. I don't even know if that's a proper word anymore. But he had a face weirdness.
With bumps. Like the chickenpox.
Again, just look up Jeff Goldblum in the Fly. That's what the Joker kind of looks like.
So none of the cut
He does
smile.
have that, but they're blaming it on a condition. That's how they're explaining the smile in this one.
Oh.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Next in the dish, Viola Davis is firing back at critics over her most recent acting role. She stars as Michelle Obama in the new Showtime series, The First Lady. Some are criticizing her facial expressions as Mrs. Obama. Well, in a recent interview, Viola said critics serve no purpose. She said it's her job to make bold choices, win or fail. That's her job. She said portraying someone as prominent as Mrs. Obama was almost impossible because you're either doing too much or not enough. She's absolutely right on 99% of her points. But to say that we don't have a right to an opinion, and if we have an opinion that's different from hers, it's wrong. I love you, Viola, but because I love her, I'm a fan. But I agree with the critics. I loved the show. Episode 2 dropped on Sunday. Loved it. Michelle Pfeiffer as Betty Ford. Stellar. Oh, my goodness. Michelle Pfeiffer as Betty Ford's phenomenal. Viola is great as Michelle Obama, but I got to tell you, the pursed lip, that truthfully Mrs. Obama does do from time to time, but Viola does it with such frequency that it does take you out. Now that it's been pointed out by so many people, you do kind of hyper focus on it, and it takes you out of the moment, unfortunately.
I do like what she said overall about critics. So
what did she say?
She just, I'm paraphrasing,
yeah.
But she said, listen, these people say these things to you like you've been living in some false reality where everyone lies to you every day. No one's ever told you the truth. And they come at you like, let me just lay it on you real nice. It's just their excuse to be jerks. Was the way she was putting it out there. And I think that's a good thing for all of us with just bullies in general.
Absolutely.
You know?
But I will say, I don't think criticizing an actor's performance can be called bullying. You know what I mean?
And she didn't use
yeah.
that
No,
word.
but I'm just saying, but if people are calling, you're bullying.
They are?
No, you're criticizing an actor's performance. Right. They can take it. Let's,
different.
Bullying at its foundation is punching down. It's an imbalance of power. Viola's going to be fine. Viola's going to be fine. Next into the dish, a stunning development in the world of sports, Hollywood, and love. After getting engaged, breaking up, and then getting back together again, Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley are officially donezo. D-U-N-Z-O. Insiders say Shailene felt everything was on Aaron's terms, and it wasn't really? And it wasn't making her happy. After breaking up the first time, Aaron said she taught him what unconditional love looks like. The move comes as good news to Packer fans who think this could mean 2 to 3 more wins next season.
Here we go. Let's blame the girlfriend again on the athlete's problems.
Yeah. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just want to rile you up. You know I don't care. You know I don't really, I don't have a horse.
Ted wrote that.
Ted wrote it. I don't have a horse in this race. They do kind of irritate me if I'm being really honest.
Right.
They're just, they don't, you know what, it's kind of eye roll. You know how there are couples, right? Maybe there are couples, maybe even in your life, that are just kind of eye roll inducing. Oh, you know, here they come. Here comes Samantha and Brad. Oh, you know.
Right.
They're just kind of eye roll inducing.
Oh, Samantha and Brad, seriously.
Yeah. We all have a Samantha and Brad in our life.
They're the worst.
A couple that just, maybe the neighbor that's just like, hey girl, and they like drop, we just returned. You know, oh, really, Samantha? Thanks.
Brad.
Sorry that our life isn't as good as yours.
I'm just envisioning our Brad when you say Samantha.
Oh, I'm
and
sorry.
Brad.
I should use a different name. But yeah. Are you sad about this? You're a Packer fan. Does this make you sad?
I'm a Packer fan? Do you not listen ever when I speak?
Oh, wait. Shane is. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know. Is it the same? I don't know.
You know what? You don't need to fire me. I'm just going to go.
Okay.
I'm just going to go after that one. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave, Jason.
I don't pay attention. I do. Okay. I do pay attention to her. But I'm just.
Skol Vikings!
Okay. Thank you for saying that. We get a nickel from Mim every time we say that. Fox 9, the official broadcast partner of the Minnesota Vikings. Next in the dish, CNN Plus, Ted's favorite subject, isn't the only casualty from the Discovery and Warner Brothers merger. The new company will reportedly scrap all scripted programming for its networks TBS and TNT. The move comes as Discovery looks to free up a measly $3 billion. TBS has a few comedies left in their portfolio, while TNT only has 2 scripted shows left, Animal Kingdom and Snowpiercer. The head of the new merged company said 2022 will be, quote, a messy year.
Bloodbath.
Yeah. Well, you know, you gotta, if the shows aren't pulling their weight and they're not, you know, raising any money and they're not selling any ads, and you're looking to cut and you're the new captain of the ship, you know, low-hanging fruit.
Gotta go, people. You gotta go.
Because when was the last time you watched anything on TBS or TNT?
I watched the basketball game on TNT last night. But
Okay,
you know.
Code of Many Colors over there. Steph, when was the last? What did you say?
I watched Animal Kingdom. I just watched an episode last week.
You're
Stephanie,
not doing well right now.
Animal Kingdom is what? It's about animals?
No, it's about a family of grifters and thieves led by Ellen Barkin.
Oh, okay. So no animals in the movie, the show at all?
No.
Okay.
You're 0 for 2 on who watches TNT.
I am 0 for 2. Eric, do you watch TNT? No. Jeff, do you watch TNT? Addie, you're hip. Do you watch TNT or TBS?
Again, with everyone's hip, but
No,
Stephanie Hansen and I.
Well, I mean, anyway. I haven't watched TNT since they canceled the reboot of Dallas in 2014.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of not hip, yeah, I know. Please believe me. I know. But that's when I stopped watching it. I refuse to watch anything else from that network.
You hated them that much for canceling a reboot of a really old show that you already own the DVD copies to.
I'm getting ready to cancel that reboot right over there. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Listen to this introduction. Our next guests have effortlessly moved from late night to daytime with their Fox game show, You Bet Your Life. And now they have a contest for viewers just in time for Mother's Day. Please welcome back to the show from You Bet Your Life, late night legends Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks. Hi, guys.
Jason, how you doing? Hello, Jason. Yes, we moved effortlessly. That's correct. Kicking and screaming.
Wait a minute.
We just got picked up for a second season, so we're all excited.
I know. Congratulations. Stephen Brown making some good decisions there. Hey, we got to point out the obvious. Jay, are we coming to you from your garage?
This is my bedroom.
What the hell's Kevin doing in there, Jay?
You know, that's a whole... Hey, my private life is none of your concern. I sleep in a different car every day. Kevin sleeps in the back seat of a different car every night. It's great. Yeah.
What do you guys... Okay, So we heard about you guys are doing a really cool contest for Mother's Day. Tell the folks about it, guys.
Well, it's called, what's the official title? It's Mother's Day, have dinner, have here's what it's all about moms. It's a contest. We're trying to find who's the best mom. You take a picture of yourself with your mom, tell us 100 words or less why your mom's the best. It can be funny, it can be poignant, it can be serious, it can be whatever you want it to be. Because there's something funny about people with their moms, you know. There's a self-consciousness in the photos that always makes me smile. And send it in. Kevin and I will look at it all, we'll pick a winner, and we'll fly that person and their mom out to California, come to a taping of the show, we'll take some pictures, send them to dinner, have a nice meal, and mom doesn't have to cook.
And
great dinner. Don't undersell
right.
the dinner. It'll be wonderful.
That's right.
That's fantastic. Do they get to come to the garage/bedroom, Jay?
We'll work something out.
I love it. How is it? You said you guys are picked up for a second season. You guys know this well. It takes any show, no matter how well oiled, it takes a while to get into the rhythm of things. How is it going as you guys wrap up season 1?
Great. It's a lot of fun to do. It's kind of like the jaywalking thing we used to do on The Tonight Show. And, it's so funny because when Kev and I first started, Kev had the guitar in his hand, Kev, I don't think Kev's ever been on TV without the guitar. And I said, let's just we're not playing it. Let's get rid of it and it's really worked out great. Kev's a good ad-libber and jumps in when necessary. There's no script. Nobody tells somebody, you don't speak. We just talk whenever we want. And since it's a game show and there's money involved, we are not allowed to have any interaction with the contestants. So when people come out, they really meet for the first time, and we meet them for the first time, and everything just happens off the cuff. So it makes it fun. It's spontaneous. I like the fact that we're not rehearsing or studying their background or any of that kind of stuff. We just shoot from the hip,
I also like, Jay, I think the jewel of it is the fact that it's just such a great. And some game shows are like this, but usually like on Wheel or Price, you spend 2 seconds with them. Oh, hi, I'm Ernie and I'm a plumber. And then they spin the dumb wheel. I love the cross-section of contestants that you guys have. I think it's one of the jewels of the show, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's the most diverse show.
Yeah.
I think part of the key is, although we will take contestants from LA, that's the easy way to do it because there are a lot of out-of-work actors that want to be on game show. We've pulled people from Nigeria, from the Congo, from Alaska, from down south, from the Bayou. Yeah, and there's an energy they bring that really makes it fun. In fact, we would love to get more folks from the Minneapolis area. If you go to youbetyourlife.com, it'll tell you how, and we'll fly you out and put you up in a hotel and pay your expenses, and you win some what I call month-changing money. It's not life-changing, it's month-changing.
It'll change September of 2022.
Exactly.
I asked Stephen Brown, our big boss here at Fox, I said, can I go on the show? I'll pay my own hotel. I'll even fly myself out there. So he did the usual, I'll have my people call your people line.
Well, we'd love to have you on. That would be great fun. See, if you have interacted with the contestants, it's like, oh, I could give you a clue, and you could illegally get some of the month-changing money. Yeah.
I got to tell you, Jay, real quick. We have about 2 minutes. And it's one of my favorite stories of you, and I'm not asking you to retell it. I'll post the link. You were talking about moms and parents. And I got to tell you, you told a story on an appearance of the Oprah Winfrey Show, and I'm going to watch your face to see if you remember this. When you were talking about, I believe it was more your dad, but you spent about $100 on a hamburger. You and Mavis went to the butcher.
What it was? Yeah, my parents came out to visit. I think I'm going to make hamburgers. Okay. So I went down to the butcher. I said, give me some, little bit of fat, kind of lean, ground beef, most expensive you have, ground sirloin. Okay, I got that. I went to the bakery. I got fresh rolls. I got some fresh cheese, got everything I need. And I said, do I have ketchup? I said, I don't make ketchup. I opened the refrigerator and I went, oh, I got half a bottle of ketchup. I thought I didn't have any ketchup. Okay, fine. Okay, so I cooked the hamburgers. We sit down. I go, Mom, pass the ketchup. I turn the ketchup on my hamburger, and my hamburger is now soaking wet. And my mother said, when I got here, You only had a little bit of ketchup, so I added some water to it to make it. I go, Mom, you hear that sizzling? That's my hot hamburger being doused with water. I said, Mom, I'm making money. I have a TV show. I can buy a bottle of ketchup. Well, I was just trying to save you a few pennies. I go, no. Yeah.
You spent
the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. My mother, I remember one time she flew in. She said, "Oh, I brought you a gift." Oh, what is it? It's half of her sandwich from the plane. The student made a very good sandwich, and I thought you were like, Mom, I don't want to eat a half-eaten sandwich from the plane. I'm making money, Mom. I'm not a starving artist anymore. So, yeah.
I love it. Guys, thank you so much, and I can't wait to watch the Mother's Day episodes. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. To enter the Mother's Day contest, go to youbetyourlife.com/Mother's Day contest and watch You Bet Your Life every day at 3 here locally at Fox 9. If you're watching us from outside the Twin Cities, as they say, check your local listings. It's also, we are running out of time. I never like to take up too much time because there's always stations waiting. But this month marks this year marks the 30th anniversary of Jay taking over The Tonight Show from Johnny Carson. Can you believe that? And I remember watching that first episode. Jay at that time had a purple curtain, and he came out, and it was great. Johnny was done on a Friday, and Jay started, and his first guest was Billy Crystal. And yes, I knew that right off the top of my head. Again, I don't know where New Mexico is on the map, but I can surely tell you who Jay Leno's first guest was. I guess that's why I had the job I have. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. From one great guest to another, we go from Jay Leno to pants of many colors. Mother's Day is a week and a half away, and if you're in need for some gift ideas, we have you covered. Please welcome back to the show, the one, the only, Stephanie Hansen.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi.
I love your britches.
Thank you.
Is that a jumper?
Yes, it's a one piece, so going to the bathroom is always like you have to plan ahead, but yes.
You okay now? Are we good to do
no,
a segment?
I'm totally good. You guys, jumpsuits, you don't have to think. You just put on one thing. It's like Garanimals. Remember those?
Yeah.
I love a jumpsuit. I could wear jumpsuits the rest of my life.
I wish I could pull one off. I don't think I could pull one off.
It's hard for men because then now you look like a mechanic.
So these are gift ideas for foodie moms, right? That's what we're going to start with?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is one of my most prized possessions.
It is?
It's from the 1970s, yes. It's a Dansk casserole. And it's so amazing because you can put it right from the stovetop to the oven to serving it at your dinner party, right? It's amazing. Like, this goes like that. But I have this in many colors. I buy them vintage, and a company called Food 52 bought the company, and they're starting to remake them. And they have a pink one, and I just think for women that make like casseroles, I guess, hot dish casseroles, I know that's controversial. I just love these. I think it's amazing. I want them in every color.
Okay, but may I ask you, as a food novice, aren't there other pots since the 70s that have done the same thing? Or is this just different? Like, because it's multi, you can take it from the oven to the stove to serving.
Yes.
Is that what makes it special?
That, and just that it's styled in the Danish style. Like, it's just beautifully founded.
It is beautiful.
It's just the enamel is pretty, the colors are pretty. I have like 5 of these. I'm a little addicted, I must admit. So when I found out they were bringing back all the old styles, there's bakers, there's loaf pans, there's a million things. It's amazing.
This pan is exactly the same age as I am.
1970? Is that when you were born?
Yeah, 1974.
Oh my God, I'm so much older than you.
You are not.
I could be your mother. Not really, but close.
No. Oh my God. Number 2. Okay, family camp cookbook.
Okay, our friend Emily Vicre from Duluth, she had a camp cocktail cookbook, and she's put out this family camp cookbook, and I was looking at it, and I'm an outdoor person, like making camp macaroni and cheese with the kids, camp lasagna in a cast iron skillet. If you're like an outdoorsy person, and I think a lot of people rediscovered the outdoors during the pandemic, this is a great book for your mom. It's just a sweet cookbook.
Are those easy though?
Yes.
When I think, because Steph, here's the deal. When I think of camping, I think of weenies and s'mores.
She has a whole section on weenie tech in here, because cooking weenies outdoors to get them like crispy and what kind of utensils to use and how to do it on which kind of grates, whether it's an open fire or a grill you bring along. Yeah, she's not fancy. She's from Duluth. She's got you covered.
I have a chapter in my book about the same thing. Guided
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Guided foraging class.
Okay.
What is this, Steph? What
I
is
know,
this?
you're not gonna like it, but your mom might.
Okay.
Okay, you go with this expert who knows where all the morel mushrooms are. And he's gonna show you fiddlehead ferns and ramps and all the little things in the woods that you can eat. Fiddlehead ferns.
What in God's name is that?
You can eat the little ferns before they unfurl.
Okay.
So his name's Mike Kompenik, and he also is with this woman. She's the chick of the woods on Instagram, Jamie Rock. And you pay money, and you drive, and you meet them at this place, and you walk through and learn how to forage for your own food in the forest. And morel mushrooms are very special. They're hard to find.
Yeah.
They're only seasonal. Another thing you can do is Cooks of Crocus Hill has a morel farm share where you get a pound of these mushrooms from their CSA. So if your idea of fun is like Jason and you don't want to go trop around in the woods, you can just order your morels from a CSA from Cooks for your mom, and then you could cook her something.
Have you done this? Have you foraged?
I have foraged. I'm not great at it, but yes.
We should go together.
Okay, because I get like one mushroom and I have to like...
Can you imagine the two of us in the woods?
A little scary, but yes, I can. I think a camping excursion is really what we should do.
Just the two of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how to protect, like, from bear? Do you, yeah.
Bear spray.
Okay. We have more when we come back. Back in a moment. You would have to protect us from wildlife. Yeah. More with my buddy, Stephanie Hansen. Okay, gift ideas for Mother's Day. We're wrapping this up. Cooking class.
Okay, so you can teach your mom how to make a macaron, which is the little French cookie with the little ganache inside. They're fancy and it takes about 6 hours, but it'd be a nice afternoon with your mom.
Okay.
And then there's also a wine class at the Minnesota Arboretum where you learn about Minnesota wines from grape to glass. So
Okay.
you'll do some tastings, you get to take little hors d'oeuvres, you get to take a fancy wine glass home. And then this is sort of a weird gift, but I loved it. It's spring planters. So you can order a planter for your mom and it comes with the dirt, the container, and all the plants, and she can do it herself and arrange it how she wants. But it comes all to her so that she has a nice planter for the front door. And then it's seasonal, so each season you can get another one that's do-it-yourself that they'll send her all the stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, real cute.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because some moms want to kind of get their hands a little dirty, but not too much.
Okay, now we're going to move from gifts to, these are places to go. Am I right on this,
Yeah.
my friend?
Yep.
Okay, dining with a twist.
Okay, so Mother's Day at the Dakota, there's
Okay.
a gospel brunch, there's a dinner, there's Gypsy Mania Hot Club, which is another group, just to see music and then like have food is great. The menu there is Southern inspired and I really like the chef there.
Yeah, the chef, we went to the
Yes.
little preview event and it's real.
He's
they have
great.
good stuff, yeah.
Remy Pettis. So go to the Dakota. Okay, Mother's Day at Cooks of Crocus Hill. They're doing both a brunch, a bubbles and brunch, where it's that you learn about wine and you get to eat. And then they're also doing a cooking class that's more hands-on, where you actually would make the dinner from 4 to 6:30. So a lot of different offerings, but actually on Mother's Day, you could go with your mom. I like participation activities.
Well, and Cooks of Crocus Hill, their programming is so smart. They do so many great events.
Very.
And their collab, in my neighborhood, their collaboration with Gavin Kaysen has proven to be, there's a huge success. There's what?
If you want to like really freak your mom out in the most lovely way, get the crepe cake from Belcour at Cooks of Crocus Hill. It's crepe with whipped cream in the middle, and it's like got like 100 layers, and then you slice it into a cake. It's so beautiful and fancy looking, but just tastes amazing.
I love the way you say that.
Crepe.
Crepe.
Crepe cake. Okay, one other thing you can do,
Yeah.
you can go to tea.
You have two other things.
I know, tea.
Okay, yeah.
How about like taking your mom to tea with fancy finger sandwiches and cucumber cakes and little biscuits. This is at the Lynn Hall in Edina. It's a really beautiful space. You can have multi-generations, so you could take grandma and the little kids and teach them about tea.
Is tea service is coming back.
Yeah, because it's fun. For me, I love tea, but I really love the sandwiches and the pastries and all the little bits and bites.
Yeah.
So it's a fun thing to do.
The Walker Arts Center.
Yeah, I mean, go to the sculpture garden and then go inside the galleries at the Walker. That's free. But they have a great restaurant in there called Cardamom. It's kind of like a upscale pastry shop, but they've got lots of reservations available, and you're going to get your quiche and your salad and your pastries. And then Park Tavern, this is one of my favorites. They have a brunch. Okay, I love a brunch, like sneeze guards and all, but then everybody gets a free hour of bowling. So bowling with your mom is fun, like not just brunch, you get to work it off.
Oh, that is fun.
Yes, because I love bowling. I think bowling with a family is super fun. All your weird family, like idiosyncrasies and your competitiveness comes out with your family when you bowl.
Yeah, and you can also forget about all the drama. All you're just concentrating on is not getting a gutter ball.
Well, and I do either a strike or a gutter. Like, I have no in between. I'm a 10 or a 0 the whole game.
That shocks me.
It's a little weird.
It doesn't shock me at all.
That I'm a 10 or a 0?
A 10 or a 0? No, not at all.
Really?
Not in the least.
All right. I thought it was weird that I can't like get anything in the middle.
No.
Yeah.
When is the procrastinators out there? They shouldn't wait. They should be making these reservations right now.
Yes.
Right?
When I came on the show, I looked yesterday, and all of my stuff that I hadn't posted yet is still available. But it's going to go fast, and each day as we tick closer to Mother's Day, you know what? Very last case scenario, if you've done nothing and you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, go to Sea Salt at Minnehaha Park. It's outdoors, it's seafood, there's dogs, it's fun, there's the falls. If you've got no plans, make that your plan. The food is wonderful, and it's just a great day in the park.
I loved working Mother's Day when I worked at Red Lobster. That was always fun.
With the cheddar biscuits and the lady who wanted the grape jelly, you yelled at her.
Yeah, because she grabbed me. She deserved to get yelled at. But no, I liked working. That was fun. That was a fun day. You made good money on Mother's Day.
We did not like working Mother's Day in the industry. I'll be honest, we called it amateur day. And people that never go out to restaurants would come out, and their manners weren't always so great.
There is that.
But that makes me sound
like a cautionary
snob,
tale.
So
no,
it is a little bit.
It's a cautionary tale.
Mother's
Just be nice
Day,
to people.
Yeah, and it was always super busy. And families, sometimes you just get your family together and there's just drama. I don't know why. I have my own family drama, but people have a lot of emotions around their families.
Especially now.
Yeah, and COVID and
yeah. Believe me.
Where we have lost our manners completely.
Yeah, believe me. Thanks, Steph. All these recommendations, just go to our website, stephaniesdish.com. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. We have lost our collective minds. Welcome back. It is time to meet the first JVIP of the week. Today, it's Mary Guzzo. Hi, Mary. She says she looks forward to the show daily. Mary writes, a few minutes before the show starts, I pour myself a cup of coffee and cozy up on the couch to watch. The show makes me smile and laugh. I learn something new every time I watch, and it gives me a healthy perspective on life. Because of the show, I follow Jason and Kendall on Instagram. They are always loving life and enjoying the moment. I told my daughter about the show, and she's hooked. We often sing and dance to the theme song, Let's Make It a Good Day. Thank you, Mary. Oh, that's so sweet. Mary gets a Jason Show mug, and she's entered to win the monthly grand prize, including coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. Love you, Mary. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Kendall, are you ready?
Uh-huh.
I am too. Time for the surprise goodbye. You know we don't know what's in the segment until right now. Today, one woman's shocked when she meets her husband's doppelganger. She was at the gym when she thought her husband walked past her, but it was a complete stranger who looks just like her husband. The two guys eventually met, and the wife introduced the lookalike to her baby to see how the baby would react to the two versions of her husband. As you can see, the baby is very confused. Yeah. Oh, wow. That is funny.
That
look at that little baby.
Oh my
that's,
gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
if I was the baby, I'd be confused.
I thought she was going to say like, and then she pinched his tush, and it was not him. Or
Yeah.
something
Oh my God,
really
wouldn't that
bad.
be? I've almost said something embarrassing to someone,
Thinking it was.
Yeah, that's happened. And I'm like, oops, sorry, you're not that person.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow on the show, time to talk travel. Jared from Thrifty Travelers back with the latest flight deals for summer travel. That's tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye. Come on, Kendall. Let's go walk dogs.